Okay, Selden here again with some top platinum tips for intermediate, sort of more advanced players. Just want to show you this principle of today, this principle of advancement. When do we advance? What do we do in a situation like this? So there's still round one. A good capture I did a good one of West Russia. Pretty lower grade attack on Ukraine. In fact, I lost all my tanks. But Germany's responded by holding back here in Poland. It's a mistake. So what we want to do is, the general rule is when Russia's turn comes around, how do we respond to this? So, question that I always ask is, and this is before I buy units, I try and work out what the battles are likely to be before I hit in phase on buying the units. Let's talk about Russia first, how Russia responds to this German move. Basically what they did, so again, Russia had a good win in West Russia, a pretty poor to average battle in Ukraine, at least didn't lose any fighters, and I wiped out their bomber, but which is a key priority, but didn't take the territory. Germany responds by taking Karelia lightly, which is clever. They went after Sea Zone 17, usual attack here, and then attack into Transjordan, and then Sea Zone 7. Pretty average sort of battle. Lost 2 submarines, but I lost a destroyer and a battleship, destroyer, transport, and sub. So how do we respond? Russia, this is what I always ask, can I take either of these territories strongly? That's the first question. If I can, I will, and I can hold it with 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, so I could hold it with 19 here. However, you'll see that they can instantly come in with 19 troops plus 20, 21, 22. So I can't hold it strong. If I can't hold it strong, well, let's check this one though. I could technically take this one strong, because I can go in there with 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and they can only counterpunch with 1, 2, 3, 4, 13, 14, 15, 16. So actually I probably can't even hold that one strong, but if I could, you still got to work out whether that makes sense, because my troops will be up here, he could easily amass down here, and I can't get back in time to defend the Caucasus. So after I rule out capturing a territory strongly, then I look at whether or not I can capture a territory weakly, and yes I can. There's not even one troop in there, so I can put one troop there. I've captured the territories. I've won 4 IPCs, and it's always worthwhile putting one troop in to capture a 2 territory piece, because it almost pays for itself when it will inevitably be destroyed next time, but it might take out a troop with it. That makes it worthwhile. And it also stops them from putting aircraft in there, so it has some other advantages. They can't place aircraft in newly captured territories, so there's some strong advantages to capturing both territories there. And this one too, maybe 2 troops and a fighter should be enough to capture it lightly. Advantage of capturing strongly, if we can capture it strongly, we're denying the IPCs to the other party. So not only do we go up 2, but Germany's down 2 if I've held this strongly for a turn. So it's an advantage of 4 points. Similarly here, it's an advantage of 4 points if I can hold it strongly. But I think I've worked out that I can't do that, so it'll be a light capture, light capture, light capture. You never know, Germany could do badly and not capture it back even, which would be a big advantage. But even if they can, the maths seems to say that it's still sensible to do it for a bunch of reasons. If I can't hold it lightly, so hold strong, hold light, or at least hold fast where I am. So I think I can capture these lightly, but if I couldn't, say if there was a large German force here, can I hold my positions, preferably West Russia and Caucasus? Can I hold them fast? So with maybe some support from allies, UK fighters, maybe say a UK troop or two into the Caucasus, and can I hold fast? If not, then I run. So I'll have to retreat back to probably Moscow. So always ask those questions, and ideally if we're advancing, see the other advantage is we can hold, say, something like this strongly. Sometimes you can even pick off extra little territories here too as well, because they can usually, if I'm holding strongly here, they can't hold strongly all of the surrounding territory. So we want to move our front line, generally speaking, as far forward as we can every turn, holding it strongly. And that just puts so much pressure on Germany if we can do that. If we can't do that, at least take it lightly, just to cause them to have to expend units and lose some IPCs in doing so. And can't base a strong force with fighters there as well. So there's some general thoughts. Another example would be here. What am I going to build? They've had a pardon me, pretty average sort of German attack on the UK fleet at 7. Thought would be, well, they've got one there, they've got a couple of fighters there, they've got a bomber there, that's 4 units within range of 7. A lot of players won't build there. I'll pretty much always inevitably build there, even if the odds don't look too good, because it's one of the quickest ways to deplete the Luftwaffe. So standard approach is an aircraft carrier. I'm even going to play it a little risky and play a transport there as well, so I'll have 2 transports here, which already starts getting the shock happening. They could attack it. It'd probably be, just on rough guess, I'd have an aircraft carrier, 2 aircraft. Let's say I lose one of these, I'll have a cruiser there, so I've got 4 units there versus their 4. You can keep it equal in that early battle, because a good player probably won't want to deplete the Luftwaffe to attack it anyway, because they'll lose most of the Luftwaffe, even if they're victorious. It's a great quick way to suddenly deplete the Germans' air force, so that Russia can hold just a little while longer. So I'm happy to do that. Aircraft carrier, and then you also got to build the units for India as well. It's good to get a couple of artillery in India as quickly as possible. So that's the build. And I'll just play this out. Standard attack here. Simply because there's probably no better use for these UK forces, which are probably lost otherwise. These guys have got to go in here. Question, do I take France or not? I could, but I'd lose it immediately to kill my transport, which their cost 7. I'd only get 6 from France, so we won't do that. Alright, so I think that's the moves. Let's play it out. And again, we're I believe in a worldwide war. This is probably the best use of the British forces from an IPC perspective. If you win really good, and you really blunt the Japanese offensive. Can go badly as well, but the British ships here will probably have little effect if I don't use them in a big battle anyway. So, and if you win big, you really win big. That's a horrible start, unfortunately. But they only got one as well. I'm going to lose the carrier. Ridiculously bad. Let's go one more. It's about as bad as it could possibly go. But it doesn't worry me, the forces were probably pretty much lost anyway. This is actually probably the key battle. That's all I need, and if he misses, we're in a really good position now as the UK. This guy's pretty much dead, so we'll use him to put him up here. He threatens the Japanese fleet if they try and just build a couple of transports there. All right, that's about it. Do something with these guys. I'll move him here. Don't forget him down the bottom. Okay, and that's about it. Aircraft carrier. Transport, we're ready to begin the shuck already, which is beautiful. That's it. That's how it's done.